Favorite sex position, y'all. Y'all are getting in my business. You in my business? Do that, because I asked you to be in my business. What's up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're not already subscribed, I'll give you a second to subscribe. Go ahead. No, it's okay. I'm patient. Okay, that was more than enough time. So as you can see in the title, we're going to be doing a getting personal with me girl talk video. It's currently 11:57 and I'm bored, so that's what we're going to do. So I asked you guys on Instagram to ask me juicy questions and to get personal, so I'm gonna be reading off of those. I'm gonna put them on the screen so you guys can read them at the same time as me. The first one is, how and where did you meet your boyfriend? So I've been dating my boyfriend for almost 2 years now, and we actually went to high school together, and we were friends in high school. So we met in school. We didn't start dating until I graduated, and he's a year younger than me. Well, he's 8 months younger than me, but he was in the class behind me, so we really didn't start dating until basically high school was over. Is it normal for girls to shave their arms? Because I see so many girls do it. Okay, so I'm Hispanic, so I have hairy arms, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I just shaved my arms today, actually. I don't always shave them. Like, if you don't have to shave them. If you want to shave them, you can. It is normal. Girls shave body hair just like men do, but don't ever feel like you need to shave them or that your arms are ugly because they're hairy. Like, I didn't shave them because I thought they were hairy. One time, my nail tech was making a video of my nails, and like, I just didn't like how, like, with the lighting, my hair on my arms looked, so I just shaved them. But sometimes I leave them hairy and sometimes I shave them. So girl, if you wanna have your hairy arms, have your hairy arms. I personally don't like how I look, my body and appearance, so do you have any tips for that? If you watched my previous video, then you know I have body dysmorphia, so I don't like my body either. But I would say to appreciate your body and just be thankful for how your body functions, because you need your body. And I would also say to just figure out where that thought is coming from. Like, if it's coming from you comparing yourself to people on social media and stuff like that, then I would say delete social media. Whatever it is that's triggering you to not like your body for whatever reason, then try to eliminate that from your life. What's the worst date you've ever been on? Y'all, I've been on a lot of crap dates, but I think I would have to say when I was dating my ex, and I was probably like 16 or 15, and we went to a wing place, and then we were going to the movies. This boy literally had weed in his book bag, and the police were like at the movie theater, and at the movie theater they check your bags and stuff because they think people are bringing snacks and stuff like that. So he had weed in his book bag. He got arrested, and so the date never happened because they checked his book bag and there was weed in it. So I had to call my mama for her to come pick me up. What was the longest you've been depressed or heartbroken? I would say heartbroken, I would say probably for a couple of months, because I was in a relationship for almost a year and then they broke up with me out of nowhere. But the heartbreak didn't last very long because I had my friends and I surrounded myself with hobbies and stuff like that. So it was a couple months, but that sounds like a long time, but compared to being with someone constantly for almost a year, a couple of months is really nothing. Adults thinking they can talk to you any type of way because they're older than you. No, don't even get me started, y'all. If an adult is disrespecting you, disrespect them. Y'all, I just realized I don't have on my little nose cuffs, and I'm about to go put those on, so hold up. Okay, so now we back in business, y'all. Adults thinking they can talk to you any type of way because they're older than you. I am a strong believer in humans deserve respect if they are respectful. If your teacher is disrespecting you, then give them the same energy. Reciprocate the same energy people give to you. I don't like when adults like to tell you, oh, I'm the adult, you're the child, I can talk to you any type of way and you need to respect me. No, I don't know where you got that idea from, but that's not the case. You don't get to just disrespect me because I'm a child or I'm a kid. I'm not a kid anymore, y'all. I'm 19, so if you're an adult, I'm an adult. I don't care if you're 40 and I'm 19, baby. We're both adults here, so we can get, you know, we can get active. But even when I was in high school, y'all, if my teachers were being disrespectful to me, I was coming right at them at the same energy. Like, it doesn't matter. Adults seem to think that because you're a kid that you're beneath them or that you don't hold as much human value, but that's crazy. Like, you're above me as in you can tell me what to do, but you can't disrespect me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still deserve to be respected as a human being even though I'm younger than you. Like, that shit is weird. I'm not even gonna be like that when I get older and I have a child, or if I have any, I'm not gonna disrespect kids. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, adults that disrespect kids for no reason, even if it's your child, it's weird. Like, you want to be a dictator or some shit. Like, that shit is weird. How do you have a little fun but also keep your heart and feelings safe? So I'm assuming that you're talking about a little, you know, fun, but I would just say that you and the person you're having fun with have to be on the same page. Like, there's no way that your heart and your feelings are gonna be safe if y'all are not on the same page. Like, if you're having fun with somebody, if you're in a relationship with them, then that's fine. If you're not in a relationship with them and you want to have fun, then you just need to make sure that your intentions are the same as their intentions, or at least you know their intentions, because then somebody can end up hurt. What if a dude is acting distant? If a dude is acting distant, then there's two things that you can do. You can either bounce because communication is key and they're not communicating with you, or you can take the more mature route and you can say, like, look, I've noticed you've been distant. Is something going on? Is something on your mind? Because sometimes people are going through something and, like, they don't really want to talk about it, or not even that they don't want to talk about it, but, like, they don't know how to talk about it. Like, there's people, you know, that can't really express their emotions the right way sometimes, which is not your responsibility to teach someone how to do that, or you don't have to deal with somebody that doesn't know how to do that if you don't want to, because you're not obligated. But at the same time, some people like to go through things on their own and don't really know how to express it. So you can ask them, you know, is something going on with you? Is there something on your mind? And if they push you away or they tell you, like, nothing's wrong or whatever, and they continue to be distant, then I would just say to go about your way and, you know, be there for them if they need you. But I'm not dealing with somebody that is being distant from me constantly and can't communicate with me. You know what I'm saying? If I ask you one time or two times if something's on your mind and you don't want to talk to me about it, then protecting my energy, y'all. I am not playing. I do not play about my energy at all. I would say make sure that you observe people. Observe people at all times, because some people are good at picking up on other people's energy. Like me, when I meet new people or even people that I've known for a long time, I pick up on their vibes. Like, I hate to sound like, oh, well, I pick up on vibes, but I did pick up on vibes. Like, if somebody has weird energy, I can feel it. If somebody has hater energy or negative energy, I can feel it. And sometimes I absorb that energy. Like, I feel like if I'm around negative people, I'm gonna be negative, you know what I mean? And if you're, like, vulnerable to energy like me, and, you know, you're kind of bounced off of other people sometimes, like, then you need to stay away from negative people. Like, protect your energy. Stay away from people that give you a negative vibe. Stay away from people that give you a weird vibe. And it's okay to do that. Like, I know sometimes people will tell you, like, that you could be misjudging them or whatever. Like, I wouldn't say just hang out with somebody the first time and be like, oh no, you're negative, and, like, never hang out with them again. I'm saying if you're really picking up a negative vibe from a person, or they're constantly just bringing you down when you're around them, or they're being negative all the time, then don't surround yourself with that, because people really be weird, y'all. Like, they be preying on your downfall. Like, that's why we're not playing no games. Baby, Amazon, Etsy, get you an evil eye. Like, if you believe in that, then get you one, because in my culture, baby, I've had one on my bed, I had one in my car. Like, it's no joke. I don't love myself. What do I do? First of all, I would beg to differ on that one, because somebody that doesn't love themselves would not care about themselves enough to want to improve on that, or want to ask somebody, you know, how can I love myself? I don't think that you don't love yourself. I think that you just might not love yourself enough, because just like they say, crazy people don't think they're crazy and stuff like that, or like, bad people don't worry about being bad people. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you are worried, like, oh, am I a bad person? Oh, like, you know, if you're worried about stuff like that, it's because you're not that, or you don't want to be that. And a bad person wouldn't care about being a bad person. A crazy person would know that they're crazy, and somebody that doesn't love themselves wouldn't be worried about loving themselves. To love yourself more, I would say take care of yourself, like, and do things that you enjoy. Surround yourself with people that you love, and find things. Like, if you don't even have hobbies, that's fine. Find hobbies. Like, If you enjoy horseback riding, or even if you think you would enjoy horseback riding, go ride a horse. If you think you would enjoy a sport, go, you know, do things that you think would be fun for yourself and that doesn't require another person. There's nothing wrong with having somebody to go do hobbies with and go, you know, do things with. You need to have things that you can do by yourself that don't require another person. Like, for instance, when I'm feeling like, you know, down and I feel like I need some alone time, some time by myself, I like to go shopping. Like, I love shopping. I go to the mall by myself, or I go to the store by myself. I go get my nails done. Like, taking care of yourself, pamper yourself because you deserve it. Like, go get your toes done if you need your toes done. Go get your nails done if you need your nails done. And if you're balling on a budget and you can't get your nails done or your toes done, do it yourself. Go get some dollar store nail polish and give yourself a manicure or a pedicure. You know, do things that make you feel good. If you feel prettier when you put on some makeup, put on some makeup. Or if you feel better when you get out the shower, go get in the shower. I take multiple showers a day, y'all. I love taking a shower. I love feeling refreshed and I feel all clean. And when I'm clean, I feel beautiful. Yeah, do things that, you know, make you feel beautiful and make you feel happy by yourself. How do you feel about what Saweetie said in her interview? So I'm gonna recap on that real quick because I saw the whole Saweetie Quavo thing, but I don't like to invest too much in celebrities or celebrity like relationships and stuff, because it's like, it just doesn't matter to me and we don't know what's real. We don't know what's really going on behind closed doors. But I did see the clip, so I'm gonna watch it real quick. I had to DM this person and ask them like what exactly they were talking about, because there's a lot of clips from her interview that are like circulating the internet right now. But they said that her talking about how boys or boyfriends want to be treated like girlfriends now, and the comment about her letting her boyfriend pick another man to have a threesome with. So I'm gonna speak on both of those things. As far as the boyfriend want to be treated like a girlfriend thing, I don't agree with that, because I feel like if we keep saying that girls are supposed to be spoiled, girls are supposed to be taken care of, and the man is not, we are validating a stereotype that, you know, the man is the go-getter, the man is the money maker, the breadwinner, and we're supposed to be taken care of. No, this is not the 50s. I can spoil my man. I can get to a bag and I can spoil my man. I don't need to be taken care of. You're not my father. Like, I might not have a father, but you're not my father either. So I spoil my man. If I fuck with you and, you know, you treat me right, I'ma spend a bag on you the same way you can spend a bag on me. I don't require a man to take care of me, whether that be with gifts or take care of me literally, like give me housing and shit like that. Like, no, I can pay for my own house. I can pay for my own, you know, my bills. I can pay for my nails to get done, my hair to get done. If you want to pay for that and you give it to me with, you know, I'm not gonna ask for it. But if you tell me, oh babe, you want to go get your nails done, here's some money, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna go get my nails done. But I'm not gonna be saying like, you need to pay for my nails, you're gonna pay for it. Like, no, we're grown. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're grown. I'm a grown woman. Like, I can buy myself stuff, I can take care of myself, and I can bless and spoil my significant other. Now, as far as the threesome comment goes, y'all are not gonna agree with me on this 9 times out of 10. At least I know the men are not gonna agree with this, but I don't like the double standard that when a man wants to have a threesome with 2 women, you know, that's sexy, like, yes, that's what it is. But if a woman wants to have a threesome with 2 men, that's a train, that's disgusting, she's a thought. Like, how is that not the same thing? How is that not the same thing? I personally wouldn't want to have a threesome at all, because I'm a very territorial person, and personally when I have sex with someone, it's because I have an emotional involvement with that person. I'm in a relationship with that person, so I wouldn't want another woman to be sexually involved with my man. And I wouldn't be intimate with 2 men at the same time, because I wouldn't have an emotional attachment to 2 men at the same time. So that's why that wouldn't happen. But do I think that a woman having a threesome with 2 men and them that all being a consensual thing is disgusting or makes her a hoe, or that's a train? No, I don't. And do I think that a man having a threesome with 2 women consensually is better than the other? Like, no, it's both the same thing, it's just 2 different preferences. And I don't like when a man can do something or something is praised because it's a man doing it, but when a woman wants to do it, it's nasty. Like, no, your ding-a-ding going in 2 hoo-has is no nastier or cleaner than 1 hoo-ha and 2 ding-a-lings. It's not. As long as the hoo-has and the ding-a-lings are clean, it's all the same thing. It's all a preference. Plus, first of all, we don't even know what's going on with Quavo and Saweetie's like relationship. We don't know if he's been pressing her to have a threesome. We don't know if she was just being petty or if he's been cheating on her. We don't know. So I'm not siding with Saweetie. I'm not siding with Quavo because I don't know them, y'all. I'm a regular person. Those are celebrities. They're in a relationship. And Saweetie's not my girl. Like, that's not my homegirl. I don't know their situation. That's all I gotta say about that. Opinion on fuck buddies or friends with benefits. Okay, so this kind of goes hand in hand with what I said earlier about having fun without your feelings being hurt and stuff. I personally cannot have sex. Well, I won't say I can't, but I personally wouldn't have sex with someone that I'm not in a relationship with, because I feel like sex is something really intimate. Like, I'm not gonna say like, you know, like, oh, you should wait till marriage or no shit like that, but like, I believe in soul ties and all that, and I'd be damned if I have sex with my guy friend or have sex with a guy that, you know, that we're not in a relationship, and then I get attached to that person based off of just sex, and that could just be a whole lot of mess. Plus, you would catch feelings for the person, and the person might not catch feelings for you back. So it'll just be a one-way street, and that can be really hurtful for some people. Like, that's just my opinion. But if you can do it without getting attached or without catching feels or whatever, or if you're prepared for that person to catch feelings for you and to potentially ruin that whole situation, then go for it. I mean, YOLO. The next one is, what's the best birth control? A plan B? No, I'm just playing. I'm not on birth control anymore. I was like 2 years ago. And it made me gain like 30 pounds that I never shed. Like, I never dropped those 30 pounds to this day. If y'all know me, then y'all know I have a eating disorder. I binge eat, so that doesn't help the fact that I gained 30 pounds and I constantly am eating and stuff. So I just don't mess with birth control. I don't mess with birth control, but I wouldn't, you know, promote you not using birth control, because I mean, if you get pregnant, then what? You know what I'm saying? Unless you're trying to get pregnant. Try out birth control or talk to a doctor and see which one is better for you and like your metabolism and stuff like that. But everybody's body is different. I have friends that got on what I had. I had the Nexplanon. I had friends that had the Nexplanon implant and didn't gain any weight or lost weight. But for me, it made me gain a lot of weight. And to me, that wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. How to get ready for a you-know-what appointment. So, number one thing is hygiene. You want to make sure that you wash your hoo-ha with a soap that is not scented, like a Dove sensitive soap. I know gynecologists are saying that like it's better to not wash with any soap, but personally, I can't do that. I've been washing my hoo-ha with a non-scented soap my whole life. So going from washing it to not washing it would just be like traumatizing for me. Like, I wouldn't be able to do it. But obviously, don't wash in there. Wash, like, you know, on it or whatever with a sensitive soap and some warm water. And, you know, if you want to shave your legs, but just make sure that you are clean and that you smell good or whatever. And make sure that he's doing his hygiene too. If you get there and he's musty or he's crusty, then bounce, because that means he doesn't care about his appearance. He doesn't care about his hygiene, which means he doesn't care about you. If you're doing your hygiene and you're making sure that your hoo-ha is ready, make sure that he's doing the same, because you can tell. You can tell. And I would also say make sure that he's tested and he's clean before you do it. How bad does it hurt to lose your V card, and how did your first time go? Okay, so everybody is different. I can't say that it won't hurt for you, or, you know, that it will, because then you're gonna do it and then you're gonna be like, Chesa, you said it wouldn't hurt. Like, I'm not gonna say if it will or if it won't, but for me personally, it didn't hurt. It was just uncomfortable because I've never felt that before. The first thing you need to know is that it's not gonna be like how it is on TV and in the movies. Like, it's not gonna be like confetti and sparks and fireworks. Like, it's not gonna be like that. I mean, unless you are just lucky. But it was kind of awkward, and I mean, I was comfortable and I was ready, but it was kind of awkward. And I would even go as far as to say that it didn't even feel good like the first time I did it. Like, it just didn't. And I guess how bad it hurts would depend on the size of your partner. And who I lost my virginity to, they were pretty average, so it didn't really hurt. It was just like uncomfortable, something I never felt before, and then it started to feel less and less uncomfortable. But the first time was not all that, like, if I'm being honest with you. Does body count matter? Y'all, if y'all know me, I hate when a man asks another woman what her body count is, or when a woman asks. I don't like when people ask each other their body counts. I feel like it doesn't matter. I am guilty of asking that to my partner, but I started to realize that that doesn't matter. Somebody's past, like sexual past, should not matter to you as long as you know that they are clean and they are free of diseases. Like, or I mean, if y'all are comfortable talking about it, then you're comfortable talking about it. But if you're asking someone their body count and they don't want to tell you, or they tell you it's none of their business, or it's none of your business, then you need to respect that, because it's really not none of your business. You know what I'm saying? If somebody wants to tell you that, that's on them. I don't feel like it matters. Like, if my boyfriend had 14 bodies, I would just be like, wow, you are active, you know. But it's not gonna make me be like, I don't want to be with you. You know what I'm saying? Some people like sex more than others. Some people are more sexually active than others, and I don't feel like there's anything wrong with that as long as they're being clean. How do you feel about long distance relationships? I was in one long distance relationship. He lived in Texas, I lived in Georgia. I did a story time on that, so if you haven't already watched that video, go watch it. That didn't end up well. He had a girlfriend the whole time before I went and even met him. He had a girlfriend. When I was there, he was still seeing his girlfriend in between seeing me. So personally, I'm just not into the whole long distance thing. I feel like it can work if you are, you know, if you have the proper situation, like if you're old enough to be able to see them eventually, or if you guys are, if your schedules have enough open availability to FaceTime and talk to each other, then I feel like it could work out. But personally, it's a no for me, because I'm not gonna be miles and miles away from somebody and you're miles and miles away from me and I don't know what you're doing, and no, it's a big no for me. What's your most toxic family member or most toxic relationship? Toxic relationship, I wouldn't say I had very toxic relationships. I had boyfriends that cheated on me and that was the end of the relationship. But a family member that I have that's toxic isn't really a family member. They're more of like within the family. But I'm not gonna say no names because that's gonna start a whole problem. But I feel like there's nothing wrong with me talking about it as long as I don't say no names, because this is my channel and this is my truth. I would just say that they will probably argue that I'm their most toxic family member as well. But y'all, it's neither here nor there. I do not stunt that shit. Like, I don't care about toxic friends, toxic family members, toxic anything. I do not deal with toxic people. So this is kind of related, but how do you deal with toxic family members? You don't. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care who it is to you. I don't care if it's your mother, your dad, your brother, your sister. Whoever is toxic in your life, cut it. You don't need it. You don't need it. Like, you can try to work it out. If it's your mom, you know, if it's your immediate family, try to work it out because it's family. But if you've done all that you can do and they're still being toxic, or they're still stressing you out, or they're still causing problems in your life, cut it. You don't need it. Like, you're not obligated to surround yourself or deal with people's bullshit just because they're your family. No, cut it. We're not doing that 2021. What do you look for in a man? I don't look for a man.
I'm not looking for a man. Let's start there.
No, I'm just playing. To me, what's an important characteristic about a man or a woman or anything is values. Like, I look at how a man treats his mom. I look at how a man views family. I look at what a man wants for his future. I look at what a man's, you know, inspirations are, all that stuff. Like, if you have a man that has no motivation, has no goals, has no morals, like their views on women, trash, all of that, pay attention to that. Pay attention to the red flag. You don't have to have the exact same views as me, you don't. But if you can support, you know, someone that doesn't support my rights, my human rights, then you don't support me. So we can't be friends and we can't date. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying political views in every aspect, but just the main, you know, the main idea has to be, we have to be here on that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to be fighting for something or advocating for something that you don't agree with, because 9 times out of 10, if I'm advocating for something, it's like literally morals. It's literally human rights. That's important to me. Favorite sex position, y'all. Y'all are getting in my business. You in my business? Do that, because I asked you to be in my business. But my favorite sex position would have to be me on top, like me riding, because from the back is cool and all, but I have a tilted uterus. I think that's what it is. But that position hurts for me. Like, it feels good, but it hurts for me after a while. Like, I can't. Like, she's a runner, she's a track star. Like, I can't. Like, missionary is cool too, but like, it gets repetitive or whatever. So I like to hop on top and, you know, do my thing. Are you hearing me? How can you tell who your real friends are? That goes hand in hand with like observing people. If you have a friend that you peep is constantly saying negative things, or is never happy for you when you succeed in something, or doesn't like push you to be better, like when your friends are negative Nancy's or are dragging you down or just always got something negative to say, that's not a friend. Because I have friends that literally I can tell them that I walked across the street without getting hit by a car, and they'll be like, yes girl, you do the damn thing. Like, you need friends that'll be your hype man. Like, I'm not saying a yes man, because as to me, like, if I'm your friend, I'm not gonna just say yes to everything you're doing. I'm not gonna agree with everything that you do just because you're my friend. I'm gonna tell you what you need to know, but at the same time, I'm gonna support, you know, what you want to do. I'm gonna support your goals. I'm gonna support you. And if you have friends that seem to not support you, or seem to have weird energy when you tell them good things, that's not your friend. And this one, some people might disagree with me, but if you have a friend that is friends with people that you don't like, or friends with people that don't like you, that's not your friend. Because if you can hang out with somebody that sits at the round table talking about me, how do I know that they're not talking about me to you? Or like, if a friend is coming up to you all the time and telling you, oh, this person said this about you, oh, this person's talking about you, why are they comfortable to talk about me to you? Huh? Tell me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's weird. People know better than to come up to me and talk about my friends to me. Like, I'll punch you in your face. I will punch you in your face right now for talking about my friend. Don't talk about my friend. No. We're not cool with people that are not cool with our people. You get what I'm saying? The next one is, why is it so hard to find friends? You tell me. But honestly, I would say because now people are opportunists, and people are more worried about materialistic things and stuff like that. Like, back when we were younger, we wanted friends that, you know, we like to hang out with, or friends that like to do the same things that we do, or friends that, you know, just people that we got along with. Like, when I was young, I had friends that came from all different types of places, and I don't mean like countries. I mean, like, literally, I had friends that played Pokemon. I had friends that like Dragon Ball Z. I had friends that like Barbies. I had friends that like running on all fours on their hands and legs. Like, I had some interesting friends, but I didn't care what people were like, you know, when I was younger, to be friends with and stuff. And nowadays, people want to be friends with you because you have followers. People want to be friends with you because you got money. People want to be friends with you because you're pretty. People want to be friends with you because you can put them somewhere that they want to be. Like, people are opportunists, and you can never kind of like figure out if somebody wants to be your friend genuinely, or if they want to be your friend because they want a handout, or just, people are just weird now, y'all. Like, that's why are bitches so fake? That's another one y'all gonna have to tell me. Like, bitches are fake. I feel like it's because bitches are envious. Like, bitches always want to compete with each other. Bitches always want to be haters and shit. Like me, if I see another pretty bitch, I love that. Like, I love to see it, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I see a bitch doing her shit or on her grind, getting her bag, like, I applaud that shit, or it'll motivate me. I'm not on that weird hater bitch shit. Like, I don't like that shit. And I feel like loyalty is important in friendships and relationships. Like, I'll never understand why bitches are so fake. I'll never understand why bitches are so comfortable being fake. Like, that's something that we gotta, you know, the world will never know. The next one is first time with a lady friend. Y'all, I never in my life did anything sexual with a girl other than just kiss. Like, I never did it. Who's to say that it'll never happen? I don't know, but it's never happened so far, so can't tell you. When did you know you were bi? I would say that I always knew that I liked girls, but I never knew that I was bi, because of course as a kid I didn't know what bi was, but I know that I was kissing my friends. I was having sleepovers with my friends, even as young as like elementary school. I was kissing my friends, like my girlfriends. So I never thought about it too much as a kid though. I just thought like, oh, she's pretty and she wants to kiss me, we're gonna kiss each other. Like, it was never like, what does this mean, until I started getting older. And it's actually funny because my whole life, my friends that were bisexual, or people that I knew that were bisexual, always told me that I wasn't bisexual because I never dated a girl, or that I never saw myself dating a girl. But I claim that I'm bisexual because bisexual literally just means a sexual attraction to both male and female, and I'm definitely attracted to both men and females. I've never gotten into a situation where I dated a woman, but that doesn't mean that I'm not bisexual, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I always knew that I liked girls. I just didn't know what it meant until I got older and I learned about it. It says, okay, I like this guy that has a whole girlfriend, so yeah, LOL. So no, LOL. Y'all, I do not support home wrecking. Like, as y'all know, I catch cheaters and stuff. I don't like that. If you like a man that has a girlfriend and he's off limits, unless, and this is another thing y'all might disagree with, but if a man has a woman that doesn't appreciate him or is cheating on him, literally like disrespecting him, abusing him like mentally, stuff like that. If a man is in a situation with a woman that treats him like trash, then I don't care as much. But at the same time, a man should be able to leave that woman, just like I feel like a woman should leave a man that's treating her like trash. And I know it's hard when you're in those situations, but you know what I'm saying? Like, what can you do? I don't agree with home wrecking and stuff, but you can't wreck a happy home, baby. You can't wreck a happy home. Like, I'm not talking about the girls that be like, oh, you can't wreck a happy home and then be taking girls' man. Like, no. If a man is with a woman that's treating him like trash, then you need to tell him, like, she's treating you like trash. But I don't even know, because at that point you might be overstepping boundaries and stuff. Like, it might not be your place. So I don't know, I would just say stay away from a man with a girlfriend or a woman or anything. Like, no, wait your turn at this point. If you don't like someone but they like you, what do you do? Because I don't want to hurt him. Well, to be honest, I feel like it would be better to tell him, because if you don't and then eventually he finds out some way or another, because you're not going to force yourself in a relationship with someone you don't like, I hope. So I think it would be better to tell him now than to lead him on and then like him later find out, because then he would probably have more feelings for you at that point, so it'll probably hurt him more. And it's okay to hurt people's feelings sometimes, y'all. Like, as long as you're being respectful to that person, if the truth is gonna hurt someone's feelings, you gotta tell them the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't like somebody, you gotta tell them. Their feelings will be hurt, but they'll get over it. At least they'll know, you know what I'm saying? At least they'll know the truth. So, like, sometimes you're gonna hurt people's feelings, you know what I'm saying? Your feelings get hurt sometimes. You're gonna hurt other people's feelings sometimes. Like, that's just what it is. Who would you say is the most motivational person in your life? I would say my boyfriend is, because I have inspirational people in my life. Like, my mama is the most inspirational woman I know, and my grandmother. Like, they stories that I know, like the things that they've told me about their life, I literally admire those two women. But my boyfriend motivates me the most out of everybody. He tells me I can do anything that I, you know, really try to do. He helps me do things that I can't do myself. You know, he's very motivational. Like, when I'm putting myself down and I'm talking about how I shouldn't do something or I don't think I can, he always like makes sure to tell me that I can do it, you know what I'm saying? So definitely him. My mom thinks being bi means having no sexual boundaries. How do I explain it to her? I wouldn't be the best person to ask this question, because to be honest, when I told my mother I was bi, she was just kind of like okay, like, I'm sure she knew, because she knew I was kissing girls when I was young. But if she didn't accept me, or even if she, like, you know, has some negative things to say about it, I would educate her. But if she wasn't getting it, then I would just leave it alone, because like, I'm not forcing anybody to accept me. Like, of course I would want my mother to accept me, I would want my loved ones to accept me, but I accept myself. So if you don't accept me, then I'm not gonna let that take away from myself. You know, I'm not gonna stress over someone else not accepting me. And I'm not trying to sound insensitive, because I know, like, it must be a really big struggle to have parents that don't accept you. But at this point in my life, being 19 years old, living on my own and stuff, I don't care who doesn't accept me. You know what I'm saying? The same way I don't care if my family member is toxic, you're out of my life. And that's just what it is, because my mental health is the most important thing. My sanity is the most important thing. My happiness is the most important thing. So if anybody is, you know, taken away from my happiness or my mental health, you gotta go. So I would just say, explain to her that it simply means that you have an attraction for both genders, and, you know, you're still respecting yourself, and you're still, you know, doing what's right for you. It just means that you might date a man, you might date a woman, you might have sex with a man, you might have sex with a woman, but it doesn't mean that you're more promiscuous. I don't even like that term, but it doesn't mean that you're sexually confused or more sexually active. It just means that you have an attraction for both genders. And if she doesn't get that, I would say, you know, try as much as you want to try, but I would personally leave it alone, because it's very simple to understand, and like, no amount of being old school or having different views will stop somebody from understanding such a simple concept. And yeah, that's all the questions that we have for tonight, y'all. So I hope y'all enjoyed that. I hope y'all took something from that. I hope I helped somebody out, or I hope I gave some insight to you guys. I love having girl talk with y'all, or sitting down with y'all and talking to y'all. I'm currently filming a vlog, and it's gonna be a life update. I have some news for you guys. I'm gonna be coming out with vlog after vlog after vlog because I have a lot of plans. I'm having to film it while also editing it. So I'm gonna be putting out videos like these, like where I can just sit down and record a video and put it out for you guys, so you guys have content constantly, because I'm trying to be more consistent. If you like this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below videos that you want to see from me next. Make sure you hit that bell and turn on post notifications so you won't miss a post. And yeah, I'll catch y'all in the next one.